Привет, друзья! Today we are going to talk about the gender of nouns. And first I ask you to look around yourself, because all the objects that you can see around have genders. It means that a pen in Russian has a gender, a telephone has a gender, book has a gender. All the objects and all beings have genders. They are grammatical genders, not biological genders. And how to understand what gender it is? So the gender of a noun is determined by its ending. It means that you have to look at the final letter of the noun. The letter tells you what gender this noun is. In Russian we have three genders: masculine, neuter, and feminine. And we're going to learn these genders in combination with pronouns, with personal pronouns. So he in Russian is on, it, оно, and she, она. Okay, now let's take a look at this table. As you can see, there are three columns, so we have three genders, and here we have three columns. The first column is for masculine gender, pronoun он, he. The second one is for neuter nouns, оно, it. And the third one is for feminine gender nouns, она, she. Okay, so as I've already said, you had to look at the final letter of a noun to understand what gender the noun was. If you see a consonant at the end of a noun, it signals that this noun is masculine. For example, кот. As you see, it ends in т. So кот, a cat, кот, это он. It's masculine gender noun. Also, if you see y at the end, it's not a vowel. Don't mix it up with e, vowel. No, it's a consonant. It is a soft consonant with this cup above. So if you see y at the end of a noun, it's masculine. Например, for example, май, май. So it ends in y, it's masculine. Май, masculine. And the last rule, if you see a soft sign at the end of a noun, it's also masculine. Например, день, день, day. День is masculine gender noun. Now let's take a look at neuter gender nouns. As you can see, we have the personal pronoun оно. This pronoun ends in о. And also, if you see a noun that ends in о, it's neuter. So it's kind of a little bit easier to remember the rules. Оно ends in о. So if a noun ends in o, it's also neutral. So оно. Например, вино. Вино – это оно. It's neuter gender noun. And е. If you see letter е at the end, it's also neuter. Например, море. Море is neuter. And the third one, она, a feminine gender noun. If it ends in a, if a noun ends in a, it's feminine. Например, мама, мама. If you see letter я at the end of a noun, it's also feminine. Например, няня, nanny, няня. And soft sign. If you see a noun that ends in a soft sign, it's also feminine. Ночь, which is night. Ночь. So ночь is feminine. And here you can ask me a question, because you can see that we have soft sign over here and soft sign over here. So yes, if you see a noun that has soft sign at the end, it might be either masculine or feminine gender. You will never know what it is. You have just to learn by heart what gender the noun belongs to. That's it. Now let's take a look at some common words that end in soft sign. Okay, so here we see a noun, отель, which means hotel. Отель. Отель is masculine. This is just the thing that you have to remember. Okay, отель is masculine, and the word день, which means day, is also masculine. Let's take a look at words that end in soft sign and that belong to feminine gender nouns. Okay, let's first read them. Ночь, любовь, кровь, соль, тетрадь, кровать. All these words belong to feminine gender nouns. One more time. Ночь means night. Любовь means love. Кровь, blood. Соль, salt. Тетрадь, notebook. Кровать, bed. Okay. Also, we have some exceptions. There are much more exceptions, but now I'm going to give you some of them. Okay, so here you can see 4 nouns. Here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's first read them and translate to English. So, мужчина, папа, дедушка, дядя. Мужчина, a man. Папа, a father. Дедушка, a grandfather. Дядя, an uncle. All these 4 nouns end in a, some of them end in ya, and according to the rules, they should be feminine gender nouns, but they refer men, so that is why these 4 words are exceptions, and they are masculine. Мужчина – это он, не она. Папа – это он, не она. Okay. Also, we have a noun кофе, which means coffee. Coffee is also an exception. Кофе – это он. It's very important to remember, because even native speakers often mix it up and say that кофе – это оно, neutral, but it's not correct. Кофе – это он. And евро. Евро – это currency. Евро – это он. It is masculine. Хорошо. And neuter gender noun, it is имя. Имя means name. Имя ends in я, so it should be feminine, but no, it is an exception. Имя – это оно, it's neutral, neuter. And время, время means time. Время – это тоже оно. It's also neuter gender noun, nevertheless, it ends in letter я. Okay, great. And if you want to check yourself, if you want to check the understanding of this grammatical category, you can do it. So here you can see some nouns. You can do it orally or write it by hand. Just pause this video and write down the genders of these nouns. And after you do this exercise, you can check yourself. Here it is. Yeah, these are the correct answers of this exercise. So, well, I hope that this topic wasn't too difficult for you. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them in the comments below.